Good morning from the Sapphire Princess. It's a Friday, January I'm losing track of time here, January 7th. And I'm on my deck here of Lido 240, the balcony. And overlooking my balcony is the Atlantic Ocean. We're headed towards Port Stanley, which is in the Falkland Islands. But I'm here to talk about the whole entire journey to the Antarctica as of today. So I took some notes, and I want to first talk about the accommodations. The accommodations here are fantastic. Getting on board, they give you a tag to put on your luggage so they can identify you, and it's taken away. You have to go through customs, of course, and then when you get on board, you have to show your medallion. And let me show you this medallion here that's really interesting and what it can do for you. Here's a close-up of my medallion. Hope you can see it has my name. It also has Princess Cruise, or Sapphire Princess. And this medallion, what it does, it gets you into your room. It opens automatically when you get within 5 feet of the door. The green light is on, you can open it. And when you leave, it locks itself. Really great. And also with this medallion, if you want to buy any liquor, wine, if you want to buy anything, you just tap it to their it's just like a credit card. You just tap it and it registers to your name, and they take it out of your credit card. So any expenses that you have on the ship will be tabulated on this medallion, which goes directly to your credit card. Now, as far as the ship is concerned, ship is very nice. It's been renovated, as I've been told, and we have, I think, 16 decks. I'm on the 14th deck. There's a nice gym on the 15th floor. It's one floor above me, which I did yesterday. They got all the essentials that you need to work out, weights. They got the windmill or the treadmill, and they may have a Zumba class. I don't know. I've been told there is a Zumba class. And on that same floor is the salon. You can get a haircut, massage. Of course, you have to pay for it. They got lockers. You can take a shower there, and they even have a sauna or a steam room. And the food, fantastic. I mean, they have 5 restaurants, but I prefer the buffet restaurants because you can choose anything you wish and you can get it right away. Whereas in a restaurant, they have a set meal. You have maybe 4 choices. You choose 1 out of the 4, and then the salads maybe 1 out of the 5, and desserts 1 out of the 4. So, it's pretty rigid, and they serve you pretty well. But in buffet style, you can grab any food that you want. They got main dish of salads, vegetables, fruits, desserts, all kinds of pastries, and you meet more people. Whereas in a restaurant, you're sat in assigned seating arrangement. So I ended up sitting by myself because I'm traveling alone. There are people who travel 4 or 5, or people they know, so the friends are sitting at the table. So I didn't find it as friendly as the buffet type, where you can sit anywhere you want and you can sit with people you don't know and you start chatting with them. Now, as far as people meeting people, I've met so many. The most recent one was a young lady who's working on her PhD, and she'll be going to Geneva to study on environmental, like a PR as an environmentalist, on how we can improve our planet, how you can do something to improve the air quality, and so forth. Very young, talented lady, as well as very intelligent. She speaks Spanish. She's from Ecuador. She studied in Germany, so she speaks a little German, and of course she speaks English, and she'll be studying in Geneva for her PhD, and it's all in English, but she'll be improving her French while there. And the other people I met another couple from Hungary, husband and wife, and they have a son who is, we call Mensa, very intelligent person, and they found out that he can do a lot of things at a faster rate at his age of 12. He can do pre-calculus, He knows science very well. He's very good in chess. He speaks 4 languages. He speaks Hungarian, English of course, and he learned Spanish in Mallorca while he was there. He's playing tennis very well. Let's see, what other language does he know? Oh, he knows Mandarin. Very, very, very smart young man. So they're trying to figure out where, the couple's trying to figure out where he could study in this world. It may be in Europe, or maybe in the United States, or maybe back to Spain. So right now they're living in Panama, but the Panamanian education system was not conducive to them, so they're looking for another place. And that meant a lot of older couples who are, retired, and they want to spend the rest of their life just going around the world and spending their money on cruises and meeting people along the way. As far as the itinerary is concerned, well, we started off from Buenos Aires, and then we stopped in Montevideo for a day, and that was quite interesting. The weather was phenomenal. It was just like in San Diego, in the low 80s, high 70s. Nice weather, and they speak the same accent as the Buenos Aires or the Argentinian people. They always say the je, so the yo in Spanish is yo or I. They say yo, and my last name is Castillo, but they say Castillo. Anything with double L is je. So I can say yo me llamo Guillermo y mi otro nombre Castillo. Something like that, so it's a different accent. So sometimes I don't understand what they're saying. As far as sailing is concerned, it's been very smooth. Yesterday we hit some rough spots, so I put on my back of the ear for Dramamines right here, as you can see. That's helped me a lot, but it does make you a little drowsy, so sometimes I find myself falling asleep. As far as onboard amenities, we've got a TV here, I got a refrigerator, I got a nice closet, a nice queen-size bed, I got a telephone. Now, as far as the internet, that is so-so. Sometimes you get the reception, sometimes you don't, and then if I'm watching Netflix, it just cuts out on you because the ship's moving and the clarity is not as good. It's kind of sometimes blurry. And as far as entertainment, well, last night we saw a nice entertainment from a singer from Madrid, Spain, and he's sang in Spanish and in English.
And if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Really, really nice voice and everything. Then you have the atrium right in the center of the ship. They play beautiful music. They had two young ladies playing their violin, and they're playing tango dances and romantic songs, and we had a couple dancing the tango while they were playing their violin. So far so good. And today we had a lecture on the Antarctica, of how precious it is, and that it is our last frontier to see the nature as it is. And according to her, and some parts of it is melting, and the other part we still have more snow. So it's if you have the opportunity to come and see Antarctica, which I'm going to do, you should do so, because we have global warming, and that is for real. We have a I think 27 countries studying in the area of the Antarctica, doing a climatic weather and scientific research on the Antarctica. And we'll be going to 3 spots. I can't remember the name of the place. One of them is Elephant Island, so we'll see the iceberg themselves and the animals that live there, the pelicans, the seals, and so forth. So that's going to be coming pretty soon. As we finish, as after Port Stanley in the Falkland Islands, then we're going to go straight to the Antarctica, and that will be a day and a half trip, and then we're going to spend 1 day cruising around, another day cruising another area and back, and we're going to be ending up in Santiago, Chile. So that is the itinerary that I have for the whole people on this ship here, and I'll spend about 3 days in Santiago, Chile, and see what that is like. So thank you everybody, and greetings to all my relatives and friends at LA Fitness and friends in my Zumba class. This has been an exciting trip so far here, cruising down the Atlantic Ocean to the Antarctica. Ciao!